Oh, who's he talking to?
Oh, Shuhei! Yo, that's Shuhei Yoshida. So
He did.
hello
He
and
did.
welcome to PS Best Friends episode 56. This is going to be real off the, from the hip.
So if
Jeff
you're
is
watching this
live.
video, I'm talking now, and now the camera's on me, correct? So we have the full
Yes, it
screen.
is.
All right, cool. So I'm out. Let's go. I hope is the video coming over good on your side?
Yeah, it looks good.
Wow. Okay. So this is the Ghost of Tsushima area. Let me actually double back. There's so many things to see. This is post conference. They sent us outside. We'll talk in the episode. We're recording everything, right?
Yep.
We'll talk in the episode what I did, but check out where I am right now if you're watching the video. So it's pretty much they got a New York looking taxi, fake looking buildings that are like classic New York things. It looks like Chinatown. I think that's what they're going for. And there's hot dog stands over there, if you can see a little. And then you just turn around, it's the Ghost of Tsushima area with all this, Japanese stuff going on. But yeah, let's jump into the episode.
Yeah, so we're just going to kind of jump right in. We're live literally like moments after the Sony conference. I can't believe the stuff they showed was absolutely fantastic. This show was totally awesome. Jeff, why don't you just give us your perspective? Because you were actually there.
Okay, yeah, let me actually write it down
opening,
from the beginning. Yeah, just because, and then you guys could go more in depth because, the connection right now is probably not that good, so we apologize for the whack audio on my end. But, so it starts off, we're outside, we're in this little chilling area, pretty standard drink area. Then they bring us into this church at around 5:45. And everyone's looking for seating stuff, like seats. No one could find any. A lot of people, very hot. And then, but there's like some pews in the front, whatever. And then we start hearing acoustic playing. Then Sean Layden actually comes on, gives us a spiel. We're like, okay, maybe we're not moving into another room. But then we start to accept that the screen in front of us is what they're going to show gameplay on. Then Gustav plays music. It was pretty cool, but I mean, it was just like, are we actually just standing up this whole time? Like, no one knew what was going on. Very wacky. This is like going to go down as like a memorable E3, I feel. But then gameplay comes on. You see Ellie. I don't believe what the hell is going on. This is crazy with the flashbacks, which I don't know if it's a flash forward or a flashback. What do you think, Miguel?
The tent that you guys were at was pretty much the tent that on the gameplay, right? It looked similar, right?
That was the intent, and they nailed it. It was like you're in the game right now, and that's like what Sean was talking about at the beginning. He's like, oh, we're gonna deliver these games in a different way, and it straight up was like a different way. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what you're saying about like, was that a flash forward, flash back? I think it might have been maybe in Ellie's mind of like she's thinking of all these crazy scenarios. Like, or you know what I mean? Like they should fear you, and she's like, oh yeah, and then she's like thinking of this crazy scenario of like having to kill people. So
jumping back to pretty much what the last trailer was with the hallucinations of Joel, or what people have.
Joel was not in this trailer.
Rumored. Yeah,
they did mention him.
They mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
That was a name drop for Joel. They say your old man or something like that.
Your old man, yeah.
But then gameplay was insane. The lights were also, it was a whole like interactive experience, really. That's finished. Then they're like, all right, now we're moving into another room. We're like, what the fuck is going on? We go outside. Check out my vlog day 1 on PS Best Friends YouTube. We go outside and we walk like across this bridge. There's a big screen of a waterfall. There's like lily pads going on. It's like this old Karate Kid-esque wooden bridge going on. And now we're in this huge domed room. Looks like not TV style, but I don't know how you would call that type of roof. And this wide ass screen, and it was wicked air conditioning and a lot of seats. And that is where this dude, this samurai, whatever, I don't know, was playing a flute. And then that went into the trailer. While they were showing this, fill me in. What did they show on the stream to people who weren't walking across this bridge?
So they did show that the very beginning with the guy playing the giant flute-looking thing. But while you were like moving from room to room and they were getting everything set up, they were showing a bunch of really cool stuff on kind of what they normally would say on like a pre-show. And they announced some stuff for Black Ops 4. Miguel, what else? They showed something else. I can't remember what it was.
So Lane was on with the guys with Clements and I forgot.
Sid Schumann.
Yeah, they were talking about God of War, and he mentioned that they're hearing the request for New Game Plus. I'm sorry, and they're actually gonna bring it. He didn't say when, but
said
they
they're
are
working on New
working
Game
it.
Plus for God of War. Yep.
That's one of the things. The second thing was Call of Duty. They show a quick trailer, and then at the end is like it's available now until July 11. And if you pre-order Black Ops 4, you are getting the remaster maps are coming for Black Ops 4. Slums, Jungle, Firing Range, and Summit. And you could play in the multiplayer.
Yeah, it was cool the way they did it, where they were like, well, I want to play those remastered maps in Black Ops 3, but what if I don't own Black Ops 3? And Sean was like, oh, yeah, it's a Plus game, right? Like tonight.
Did they show anything on Black Ops 4, though?
No, it was just the remastered maps.
It was just that.
It was just their way of advertising it was going to be a Plus game tonight, which
and
is
then
still
they
awesome.
showed Destiny. What Destiny shit did they show?
Oh, the Destiny thing. Go for it, because I kind of missed that.
Yeah, they showed a trailer for Destiny 2. It shows Cade get shot like out the gate.
That's where I jumped in.
And then Cade starts falling down, and then it starts panning around like the area, and then it shows that the guy that was he was the Awoken guy he was like the guy you would talk to before you met the Queen in Destiny 1, like before the Prince. Yeah. So they showed him, and he's the one that shot Cade, and he takes the hood off.
Yeah, we're not playing with you when we mention it, dude.
Oh, that's cool. That's probably give you like a flash forward or something.
And then it shows why. And then the promo art for Forsaken was the Guardian holding, like cradling Cade.
That's cool. All right.
So then after that, then we cut back into what you're talking about with the guy playing the flute. We see a CGI trailer, and then it's not actually really a CGI trailer. It went right into gameplay for Ghost of Tsushima.
So again, how much did they switch cameras for you guys? Because a lot of the shots for us were filling the whole wide screen, and I know that can't work on a Twitch stream. Do they usually like do the dolly cam out and show the whole screen? You know?
No, it was just the actual gameplay on the screen. They weren't like cameras panning
Yeah, it wasn't
around.
like the Xbox thing. You know how Xbox sometimes they'll show a video of like the screen of a trailer, and it's like, show me the trailer. Like, stop showing me a picture of the trailer. So the whole time, if there was a trailer on or gameplay on, it would be that was the full screen for our view.
Yeah.
Yo, check this out. I don't know if it only shows when I'm talking.
Nice.
So I guess I'm gonna talk. It's like food on like this water thing. It's like a river, but yeah. So Ghost of Tsushima looked amazing. Very hyped for that. I honestly, my favorite part is when they were showing traversal stuff, because it's like that sucker punches what they know best. So it's like, all right, good. They're still sticking to that. And but that's when they also started showing us other trailers as well right after that. But hold on, yeah, let's continue talking about Ghost of Tsushima.
All right. I like the gameplay. I like how it looks. It looks beautiful. It seems like they were in day 9, so I assume that's somewhere in the middle of the story, because it said day 9. What was it? Ambush of the. It was something. They had a name. Yeah, Mongolians. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's somewhere in the middle of the game. The combat. I wonder if the combat's gonna be more like For Honor, or like.
It seemed like there's moments where if you're fighting against grunts, it's going to be more free flowing, and then if you're in like a showdown, it's going to be more like For Honor. That's what it seemed like to me.
Look interesting.
Yeah, definitely a game to keep our eye on. We're excited for that. Did we get a release date for that? I don't remember.
No, we didn't.
No release date. Okay, no release date.
No release date for that. No release date for Last of Us soon either.
Right.
Yes, yeah, I was surprised at that. When they kept saying the names, I thought the next thing they were going to show was a release date. But, I mean, I guess they're far along than we thought, because they are showing gameplay, you know?
Good-looking gameplay at that. So then we saw a couple trailers. We saw Remedy's new game. We don't know if it's exclusive or not to PlayStation, but it's definitely at least on PlayStation. It's called Control. It looks like Quantum Break on steroids. Or not Quantum Break. Quantum...
Can I go there?
Yeah, Quantum Break, right? That was the game? That was Remedy's last game, Quantum Break?
I don't know. Yeah, Quantum Break was Remedy's last game.
So it looks like Quantum Break on steroids, which looks awesome. Yeah. We saw a video from a rat's perspective, and I was like, no way, this is the game that I think it is.
Yep.
And it turned out to be Resident Evil 2 Remake. Holy shit, this looks good. Young Leon looks awesome. Young Claire looks great. It looks beautiful. I cannot wait for Resident Evil 2 Remake. It didn't show any gameplay, but just the fact that it's real, like it's still real. It's coming out in January, like, oh my god. So we have 2 games in January that I'm hyped about. Resident Evil 2
it's coming on January 25. 20, yeah, 20.
And then the other game coming out in January, like same week, if not same day, is Kingdom Hearts 3, a new gameplay trailer. and like just a new trailer in general with gameplay in it. This Kingdom Hearts trailer blew me away. Way better than the other trailer they showed earlier today at Square Enix / the same one they showed at Xbox yesterday. This trailer, I couldn't believe it. It looks so fucking good, dude. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Kingdom Hearts 3.
That Pirates of the Caribbean gameplay looked straight Final Fantasy 15 and like the best parts of Final Fantasy 15, and I am so excited to jump into this game that seems like it's doubling down on its niche lore and not knowing a single fucking thing, but just enjoying the awesome looking gameplay and the worlds. I mean,
I'm like caught up on the story, and I know what's going on in the story, and I'm still really confused by that trailer, like the Kingdom Hearts lore of it. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to. I'm going to replay 2 and Birth by Sleep. I'm not going to replay every single game in the series, just those 2. But I'm super excited. So from there we get the game that Hideo himself, I'm not sure even knows what it is. We get Death Stranding with gameplay, which
he must be really high when he's making this game, dude. Because I mean,
how awesome is it that Sony was basically like, "Here's a blank check, make whatever you want." Like that's.
It started with the baby's butt, and I'm like, "That's genius."
No, here it was even better. It started with because between the trailers and the demos, they were showing dreams.
Oh. That's brilliant.
And,
yes.
I love that. That's how they advertise Dreams. It's just a little snippet of a Dreams thing in between the game. That was brilliant.
Right before they showed the butt, the one I don't know, the little tree or whatever it was like screaming, and they got like tired, and it's just like and it went straight into the butt. It was hilarious. They showed the trailer.
So what,
I have
what do we
no
think
clue
of
what
Death
the
Stranding?
game is.
I have no idea either. No idea.
Death Stranding shout out. My prediction was correct. I said they were going to show something, and you were going to be questioning whether it was gameplay or not. I think it is gameplay though, and I think it's just really next gen stealth.
Oh, the like climbing the mountains and shit. That was definitely gameplay.
Yeah, but
is it a walking simulator then, or what is it?
It seems like the beginning will be like that, like just collecting shit, and then I guess you get the feel, and then you have to lead up to that. I mean, that's like a prologue mission. Neil Druckmann coming in fast. But then when you were sneaking around the ghosts and stuff, I think that was
Neil Druckmann.
That was very that was definitely very
oh
stealth.
My god.
That looked just like Metal Gear Solid. You know, that looked like it had gameplay mechanics and stuff. Also, the dude with shades, if you're watching the video version, was the lead director on creative director on Lost Legacy. And I'm like, yo, that was top 5 game last year.
This is crazy, man. It's so awesome that you're there and you're calling in from like literally
I don't believe
seeing these rock stars right now.
Dude, once again, I saw What's Good Games just talking to Ted Price. Where was I going? Okay, very cool stealth game. Yeah, Death Stranding. What up?
Yeah, so we don't know what that is. We'll talk more about it soon, but we'll probably see a bunch of...
There were new characters that popped up. We still have like no clue what their names.
Yeah, there's new actresses announced. One of them you said was from Vikings, right? The show.
Yeah, one of the main actors from Vikings. The last one that they showed.
Okay, so not the girl that was with him in the cave. It was the girl that was in like the dress at the end. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's not really much else to talk about with Death Stranding other than the fact that we don't know what the fuck it's about.
And there is no release date either.
Yeah, no release. I'm not expecting that anytime soon. And then the last of the big 4 was Spider-Man. And holy shit, this trailer was awesome. They're bringing all the villains because we were worried it was just.
Let me walk over to Spider-Man tents right now. Actually, if we're talking
go for it.
Show some gameplay. So this video will go up tonight, hopefully.
This is going up immediately. Like this is going to go live. Like
it goes live. That's how YouTube works.
This is actually like you could watch this live if you wanted.
But shout out as well to What's Good Games is still talking to Ted Price, hogging him up. The trailer did focus on villains, the whole Sinister Six, so I was definitely right on that one as well. I missed Infamous 1 and 2 reboot there. That would have been insane remaster. Spider-Man just looked insane. I feel like the final guy was probably Green Goblin. Now, what do you think?
It's probably Green Goblin or Doc Ock. It's got to be one of the two because those are the two they didn't show.
But yeah, Electro, Scorpion, Rhino.
Scorpion looks so good, man.
Yeah, they're going the Asylum route definitely with having a whole ragtag team of enemies, which I like.
Yeah.
Do
So
you guys think? Do you guys think this is in the middle of the game, or the beginning, or towards the end?
I think that's maybe midway or maybe like a third through.
Because I heard someone saying that you started pretty much the games facing Kingpin, but I could it could be
Oh,
wrong.
that's a good point. If you do start fighting Kingpin, but
Yeah, that would be like the safest bet. It would be Kingpin is like he's
more-
because he's not really a
Who's-
supernatural enemy. You know?
Question for you guys, because I'm not too sure on this. People were mentioning Sinister Six, right? Like the villains.
Right.
Who's missing from there?
Doc Ock
Goblin.
and Doc Ock and Green Goblin, right?
no. But I think the thing is with the 6 is that
They're interchangeable.
there's different there's different
Okay.
combinations. Yeah, check it out. They're having like New York street formers or something. Street performers.
Street Former.
Classic New York. Let me tell you, classic New York. I've been there.
So you're gonna start breakdancing right there. Nice, cool.
Yeah, that's probably about it from my end. Hope the connection's good. You guys have any questions for me? Did we miss any topics or anything like that? Or
So this is like a really
It's
short
like on the
episode.
ground
We've only been
floor.
going for 16 minutes, so I don't know if you want this to be the full episode or if you want to record something tomorrow. What are you thinking?
oh wow, Destin Legary, a legend himself. What's up, man? How's it going? But I'm gonna sign off for now. You guys should
We could
continue
keep
the episode though. Keep
Yeah.
going and flesh out your thoughts on everything else. This has been Jeffrey Miz, PS Best Friends, signing off from E3. Adios.
Good shit.
Good
Enjoy
luck,
yourself.
man. All right.
All right, so that was Jeff meeting all kinds of crazy popular dudes in the gaming industry.
He's gonna
Um,
become famous, man. We might lose him.
yeah. So do you want to recap pretty much all of
Yeah,
these?
let's recap it a little bit slower now that
Well, because we did the YouTube stuff for the other conferences with Xbox and Square Enix and Ubisoft and EA. But for the audio listeners, people that don't watch our YouTube content, you want to kind of recap the other conferences now since we kind of went through the PlayStation conference.
did we miss anything from Sony that I could remember? Because
I feel like there might be something that I can't think of. No Rocksteady.
no rock. I thought, dude, at the end, I was like 100% sure they were gonna show something at the end.
See, I initially thought Spider-Man was going to be Avengers because I saw the raft, and then I thought that scene from Civil War with the raft.
Dude, what did Spider-Man said at the end?
He said something like "It's you," or it was something like that.
Iron Man
Oh,
coming up?
I don't think so, but maybe that'd be cool.
Because there are rumors that they wanted to like combine the universes.
Okay, so there are a couple games that we missed that were announced. So Neo 2 was revealed.
That's one.
Kind of a short trailer, but looked kind of cool. I didn't
Just
play.
pretty much
I didn't beat
announced
the
it.
first one, but
Right.
There's a new Justin Roiland game. So the Rick and Morty creator of Accounting Plus, which has
That
a lot
was
of
funny,
views on
right?
YouTube, has a new game called Trover. Is it Trevor or Trover Saves the Universe? That was a pretty funny trailer if you're into that kind of humor. It's in that line. Looks kind of cool. I'll definitely Jeffrey's definitely buying it day one.
Yeah.
But I'll probably check it out.
It is VR, right?
Oh
Or is
yeah,
it
that's
just
definitely
regular?
a VR game.
Okay.
Let me double. Yeah, PS4 and PSVR, so it's both. Okay, cool. Let's see. Is there anything else that we missed? Last of Us 2, the Banjo stuff. Yeah, I think that was it. The thing I liked about that, okay, we can talk about our opinions on the Sony conference first, and then we'll quickly recap maybe highlights that we liked from the rest of E3. We don't have to go through the whole, all of the other conferences.
No.
I like the fact that Xbox and Sony were so different this year because Xbox, they're kind of playing catch up, so they had to be like, here's 50 games, they're all crazy awesome, and Xbox's show
Exclusive. Just exclusive.
I really enjoyed Xbox's conference,
Mhm.
and I really love the fact that Sony's is so different. Sony's was like, hey, we're going to slow it down. We're going to do a deep dive into our games, and this is why you should love them. And Xbox was like, hey, this is why you should be excited to get an Xbox because we have all these crazy, awesome games. So I think both showcases are probably the best. I think this is the year where both of them were this good. You know what I mean? Because Sony has clearly won in the past. Xbox has clearly won in the past. I think this year, both conferences were amazing. And Xbox had a good one last year. They just didn't have a lot of new kind of announcements. They did the Game Pass last year, which was awesome.
Yes,
But I think Xbox this year was way better than Xbox last year.
I agree in that. I think that Sony beat it just by a little bit, just because they actually just show gameplay from pretty much the big games.
And they showed gameplay for games that we thought were way far out,
Oh, yeah.
which makes me think maybe they're not as far. I mean, they're still far out, but maybe not as much as I thought. You know what I mean? I thought Last of Us was way farther out than it might be.
I think that game is closer to being done than Death Stranding, dude.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. Because they started working on it before Death Stranding.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, the Naughty Dog was probably already working on it before the whole Kojima Konami thing happened, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. I think they took a little risk, especially how the conference started. I'm talking about Sony.
Yeah, I definitely was like, where are they going with this?
Exactly. I'm like, what's going on? Because they started with the plays look like something happened and there was like last minute, like fucking just let's do it in a tent. And then they show the trailer and I'm like, oh,
and it's the same tent as the in the game. And that then I was like,
then it clicked.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't click. I like the trailer for The Last of Us 2. Like the gameplay, it looks, oh my god, it looks so juicy, dude.
And the way that it's like kind of seamless with like where like Ellie's running and then she sees a bottle, she grabs it and throws it just like kind of seamlessly. And like how she's walking up to the body while she's hiding in that store and kind of grabs the arrow, kind of seamlessly. It looks so good, man. I hope that that's real gameplay and not like a vertical slice, which I trust it is. I doubt Neil Druckmann.
Brutal it is, dude. Just brutal.
Like it's taking it's taking
so
Last of Us
brutal.
1 and kind of amplifying it.
Yep. And if this is actually a game mechanic that if you get stuck with an arrow, because I don't know if you saw Ellie got stuck with an arrow like around the shoulder, and she had it stuck there, and she had to pull it out. If that's a mechanic in the game, dude. And then you have to like actually bandage up, and you see the bandage going around.
Yeah, I think Naughty Dog is innovating a lot with this game.
Holy shit. That I freaked out, dude. When I started selling game, I was jumping, dude.
I know I couldn't believe there was actual gameplay too. I did not expect gameplay for Last of Us 2. I knew there was gonna be a trailer. I did not expect gameplay. We got gameplay for all the big four.
Exactly,
that's
dude.
insane.
I was like a little kid, dude, in a fucking toy store. Okay. Let's jump into what's another game that I want to talk about real quick?
You want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima a little more?
Ghost of Tsushima, yes. It looks beautiful. I don't know how the gameplay is gonna work. Meaning, because they didn't show any HUDs or anything, so I'm not sure if, like I said, when we had Jeff, if it's gonna play more like an action kind of game, or it's gonna be more tactical. Like you mentioned,
the way I took that trailer is, it seemed like just generic enemies. It's gonna be a little more hack and slash kind of, maybe kind of like
because For Honor has that type of thing too. When you're fighting like the little the guys,
like the grunts, right? It's kind of hack and slashy, and then you actually have like a boss fight or like a showdown, and that's going to get more into more like tactical. You need a more tactical kind of sword based gameplay. You need to plan out like where you're blocking and where you're like. That's how I took it. I don't know if that's how it's going to be, but definitely
some of the kills, dude. When he was on top of the little hut, and then he jumped into and he stabbed one guy, and then turned around, stabbed the other guy. When he was saving the monk. Yeah, when he was saving the monk. Dude, that action scene was amazing. I hope there's things like that you actually could do.
I mean, there's dismemberment and everything. So, I mean, if you're worried this game wasn't going to be...
Even on The Last of Us, dude, she decapitated the guy, dude. The head actually just bounced out to the side.
Yeah, this game, both games are going to be crazy.
Oh, my God, dude.
I can't believe we saw a trailer for Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Oh,
I can't believe that one, dude. Looks that good. And even if it's just a CGI trailer, it looked so good. Like, holy shit.
And there's rumors right now. I'm checking the threads. It might come into PlayStation VR.
Oh my God, that would be nuts if they do that. I don't know how they would do that because it's not going to be first person like Resident Evil 7, but that would be awesome if it did.
I mean, they could pull it off, maybe, dude. You never know.
It's true. And there are third-person games. Jeffrey just said he just chatted with Destin Legary. Probably.
I wish he could have got it on the earlier, but it's all good.
He said missing those trailers were a huge letdown for in real life people. So that's the thing I wanted to bring up. I messaged you guys in the middle of the conference.
Too.
I wanted to bring it up is it's so cool how Jeff was there and had a completely different experience from us, where he's there. It's the awesome experience of being in that room, both rooms, and the atmosphere and the crowd going wild. But then for us, we got to see a bunch of stuff he couldn't see because there was stuff.
I forgot who mentioned it. It was you or me that mentioned it. Like, are you seeing what's getting announced right now? And he said, no, I have no clue. We're walking into the.
And that's why it's so cool that like you and I are watching from home and he's there.
And we're freaking out about Black Ops, dude.
And we had totally different experiences. That's only Sony could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like only Sony would do something where someone at the show has a completely different experience for someone watching at home in a way that is also unique for the person watching at home. You know what I mean? Like I could see a scenario where like the person there, they get extra stuff or whatever. But for us, we kind of got like, oh yeah, you can't be here to experience this. So we're going to give you stuff that the people here aren't going to know until later. So it's just so very, very unique and cool the way they did it.
Yes, I agree. I loved how they just seems. I mean, they messed up a little. I think in the when they were doing, I guess, the pre-show before the actual show or whatever, like with Clements and I keep forgetting his name, dude.
Oh, Sid Schumann?
Yes, I don't know why. There was like a hiccup.
Schumann.
Yes, exactly. I just think about that. Like there was a small little hiccup when they were like actually like, oh, we're gonna go to the conference now, like to the start of the actual conference, and like they were just staring at the thing, and it's like, oh, we're still live. It's like that's just live, and then I don't know. It was a great conference in my opinion.
I thought it was an excellent conference. Like I said, I think Sony and Microsoft both had excellent conferences this year, and they were both so different that I almost feel like it's hard to compare them. So Microsoft had a great conference in the sense of they showed why you want an Xbox. There's so many games you could play on Xbox. They all look good.
I don't know about that. Like you saying that why you want an Xbox? Yes, you can say that, but not now. That would be in the future. Because they're talking about the future pretty much on the conference, not right now.
That's fair, but you could argue the same thing with Sony. Because it is
true.
I mean, Last of Us and Death Stranding are a ways off. We don't know when Ghost of Tsushima is coming out.
You got Spider-Man in like 2-3 months.
That's true.
And Resident Evil 2. I wonder
if
Resident Evil 2 is just exclusive. You never know.
I was thinking that too, man. And I was thinking, what if this Avengers game is also exclusive?
Oh, dude, nah. They can't do that.
What if?
And it comes only to PlayStation?
What if?
But it's Square Enix, dude. I mean...
That doesn't mean anything. Insomniac is an independent studio.
That's true, but they... I was going to say they're like usually with... They are... Most of their games are having exclusive to PlayStation except for Sunset. But I could see my theory of Iron Man is the one that pops out at the end, and we don't see it. There's the universe,
right? Exactly,
and everything's gonna be on PlayStation.
How crazy!
Oh my god,
that would be insane.
Oh, dude, I'm actually shaking right now, dude. You want to go on to the announcements they had during the week, real quick? I had some in here right now. For whatever reason, this thing.
Yeah, let's just do some of the big stuff. So, Gears 5 was officially announced. I think it looks great. There's gameplay of it, so it's sooner than expected. You play it. Kate Diaz is the main character. She was in. There was a big reveal with her at the end of Gears 4. I'm excited to play that. Did they
jump into like way ahead? Because JD looked really old.
It looks like there's a big time gap between 4 and 5 because JD looked like a completely different person. My friend joked, he's like, "How does a video game character get recast?"
And Marcus looks younger.
Yeah, Marcus does look. Well,
I don't get it. I mean, he could have painted his hair, I guess, right, black. But I was like, I even asked you, I'm like, is JD even in the game? And they're like,
I thought so too. I was like, is that JD dead on the ground? And then it shows him. I was like, is that JD? And then it said Phoenix on his chest plate. So
I guess.
So Gears 5 looks really cool. Halo Infinite was announced, which is essentially Halo 6 just without the number. So it looks like it's going back to the old Mark IV armor. So that's gonna be cool. It's on a new engine, so excited for news on that for new Halo story. It looks like they're probably pushing that whole Agent Locke story aside and just getting back to the core, like Master Chief's hunting for to get Cortana back. So hopefully that'll be cool. What else was it really announced at the Microsoft stage that I liked? There was that game I think it was Tunic. There was the game Tunic, which looked kind of like a Zelda game. But it's a launch exclusive with Xbox, which means I'll buy it for Switch next year. Because that's definitely looks like a Switch game for me. What else was at the Xbox show?
Because they announced a couple things. I'm trying to find out the recap for Microsoft real quick, just to go over real quick. Like, where is it? In the meantime, though, it seems like Fortnite's gonna come to the Switch tomorrow.
That was leaked by Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
We'll see. I'll probably play it a lot more on Switch because I can just play it kind of casually in bed.
That was great. Let's see. I'm getting there. It's taking forever. Oh, the big one for them was the end trailer, which was Cyberpunk 2077. It looks fucking great, man.
Yeah, dude. I told you it looks like Altered Carbon, the game, which I am totally down for. Because
okay.
I don't know if you were able to hear that, Teji.
Just started playing Fortnite.
No, she's playing Splatoon right now.
Okay.
Dude, she's on a tear in Splatoon lately. She's like,
nice.
I keep telling her like she should stream it. She's really good at it. Like I can't believe how good she is at it.
It looks great. Another one, Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah, that is real. It's an actual official sequel to Devil May Cry 4. It's not a continuation.
The guy that you were gonna be playing as? I forgot his name.
It looked like the Dante from the reboot. Because
it's not
DMC
Dante.
Devil May Cry, but it's not
Dante. It has a different name, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not big on those games, so I'm not.
It's Nero. That's his name.
Oh, it is Nero. Okay,
Nero.
I'm not big on those games.
Dante comes in the bike towards the end.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So that's cool. For people, I know there's a lot of people excited for that. I'm not really big on those games, but I'm happy for people that wanted that.
I got you real quick, man. I got everything, all the info in here. The next one they got revealed was Dying Light 2.
Ooh, this looked very good. It looked different than the first game, but in a good way. Like they're mixing it up.
It seems like in the morning, like during the day, you're not gonna see much zombies.
More people, yeah.
There's a lot more people than. And in the night, that's when the zombies actually come out.
Which I kind of like that.
It feels a little bit more realistic, like they go hide or whatever.
Right, yeah. Or at least the zombies in that universe. That
I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, this is not, what we want or whatever. But we'll see. I'm sure they're going to be spots there are going to be zombies around or whatever in the morning.
Yeah, I think it looks very interesting. We saw some Metro Exodus gameplay. That game actually looks pretty rad as well.
That is coming in February, too. 22nd of February. That day is packed.
The same day as Days Gone.
There's so many games on that day.
And the same day as what was the other game coming out on the 22nd? Well, I can't remember.
I can't remember neither. This thing.
It was like a big game too. It's like a really big game.
Anthem.
Anthem. My God, yeah, because we skipped the EA conference because Anthem's the only real thing to talk about there.
I mean, we did talk about it. But
we just talked about it on YouTube. Yeah, Unravel 2 looks good. Everything else.
Big announcement for EA real quick. The UEFA Cup.
Yep. It's Champions League and Europa League will be officially licensed.
That's huge. That's huge, man.
Jake Jericho knows what we're talking about. Everyone else might not.
Yeah, they're like, what? The new Tales of Vesperia is coming to the Switch, which is great.
This is before Nintendo's conference, which is tomorrow. That's the last one. So that anything there that we want to talk about, we'll talk about on next week's episode.
Next week, yeah. You want to talk a little bit of Bethesda real quick?
Yeah, I'll take over for Bethesda. So, you could talk about Rage 2 a little bit because it looks like you kind of are interested in that game. Rage 2 looks awesome.
It looks like Doom combined with you said Borderlands, right?
I said Doom meets like Bulletstorm.
Because to me, it seems, especially with the car combat that they show a little bit, it seems like Doom and Mad Max, which I love. I love that game.
It's like this weird, crazy hybrid of like Doom. It's like the Doom fast, engine, dude. But with like Mad Max meets Borderlands meets like Bulletstorm. Like it looks so cool. It looks very fun.
And the colors just pop, the pinks and the just flying pinks and greens and yellows, dude. It's so fucking good.
I'm really excited
with the trailer.
Now they didn't say if there's co-op or not. I think it might just be a straight single player game.
I'm down for that.
I'm down for either or, because if it's a single player game, I'm down with it. If it's a co-op game, I'm excited that we can.
I want like co-op, just like a 2-player one. I don't want to like fucking
right.
Just 2 players, we able to do the missions or whatever, and the progression for both of us or whatever.
Right, kind of like the Far Cry co-op.
Yeah. Like Army of 2, I think was called.
Oh yeah, where you can drop
something
in
and
like
that.
So Rage 2 looks cool. Bethesda spent a lot of time talking about Fallout 76. It's going to be an online-only game. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I got to see it in action. It sounded cool until Todd Howard. It sounded cool until Todd Howard said that you can get one pieced by some random guy in your server.
What a nuke!
Or you can get nuked and just everything you built is blown up. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Nope. I'm out, dude. I was hearing the conference, and I'm like, I'm not a big Fallout guy. You are. You're the.
Well, Jeff's really the big Fallout. I'm a Elder Scrolls guy.
You're somewhere, I guess, yeah. But I was like, okay, I could see us playing around, and it's doing what I wanted State of Decay to do. Like you're able to jump in there, and we all could build something in one building or whatever.
Like it's an actual server that you're playing on.
And then it's like, oh, someone could come in and just tear the shit down, and that's it. You got to start over and like, nope,
nuke your entire compound. Yeah, so
I am not what I'm looking for.
It sounds interesting. I want to learn more about it before I buy it. But I'm very interested. And then they showed
Doom 2.
Doom Eternal is Doom's follow-up. This game, it's bringing hell to earth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It looks so good. It was no gameplay. I don't think. I think it was just a CGI trailer. But it looks so cool.
They said they're gonna show more on QuakeCon.
Oh, QuakeCon, right. So no Dishonored VR, which I lose the prediction on, and no Morrowind VR, which was a long shot, but I lose that. But we are getting the one game that I didn't say a VR game is Wolfenstein. We're getting Wolfenstein VR. And we're also getting another Wolfenstein game, which is Wolfenstein Youngbloods, I think it's called.
Yes, it is.
Where you play as BJ's twin daughters, which is very, very unique. Very kind of cool. I think it's set in the 80s.
Yes, it is in the 80s.
So that's cool. I can't wait to see more on that because they didn't really show anything on it.
It's on... They just teased it a little bit. It's set in the 80s. And it's set in, I think they say Paris, I believe.
That sounds right, but I can't remember.
Yes, it is in Paris, in France, Paris, and it's coming in 2019. So it's gonna be like the Old Blood, something like that. Smaller game.
Right. It's not Wolfenstein 3. Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. Cool idea, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm very interested in it. Like I said, I want to see more of it. But it's awesome that they're giving us a VR game for Wolfenstein as well. Like 2 Wolfenstein games were announced. So that's cool. And then we get the 2 big stingers there.
You want to get into the very special edition?
So
of the game you love?
Todd Howard was very self-aware of all the Skyrim jokes being ported. You know, the jokes about Skyrim being ported to all these different consoles. They have Skyrim for Alexa, which apparently is real. And there was a funny skit with Keegan-Michael Key. And I really liked the Skyrim for smart refrigerators. So that was good.
I wonder
because I always joke about Skyrim for toasters. So that's cool. And then there was the 2 big ones that they announced at the end, which are very, very, very far off. There was, I think it's Starfield. It's called, and then which it looks. You don't really. It doesn't look like anything. You know what I mean? There's not really any.
It's gonna be something in space.
Space.
I saw the trailer and I'm like, my first thought was Interstellar, dude. I'm like, I'm in.
So I'm interested.
But before you keep going, he did say for the next generation. So, in my opinion, this is for PS5 or whatever the next generation is gonna be, right?
Probably. Yeah, and then the other game where he says it, yes, it's the game you've all been asking about, and we get like a
just
10 second long trailer. We get the music, and then Elder Scrolls 6. No subtitle yet.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's gonna. It might still be set in Skyrim. We don't know. Or maybe it's all of Tamriel. That'd be insane. But that's it. It was
Which
just
game do you think is coming out first?
Starfield. He said he said our next game is
right?
Starfield, and then
okay,
after that is Elder Scrolls 6. So Elder Scrolls 6 is
they're fucking far away, dude.
they're very far away.
I said, it's like
I was
3 to 6 years.
I was excited for Elder Scrolls 6, but I knew personally, I was like, let me take this with a grain of salt. And I go on my Facebook, and everyone's like, oh my god, Elder Scrolls 6 announced. I'm like, yo, you people know this game is like really far away.
Anytime soon.
Like, go play Skyrim again, and you still have time to wait. So that was Bethesda's conference. I thought it was pretty good. The more I sat on it, the more I liked Bethesda's conference.
Are you playing that mobile game they announced? Blades? Skyrim Blades, I think it was called.
I don't think it's out yet. I think it's
it is for
you could pre-order it. It's on Android. I don't have an Android.
Yeah.
There's it's like a
Are you interested though?
Something. I mean, yeah, I'm interested. It looks neat.
Okay.
Let me see if it's available for pre-order yet. No, it's not.
No. Quick thing.
Oh, it is actually. It is available for pre-order.
Quick thing for Microsoft that we forgot to mention. They acquire 5 new studios. 4, and they made a new one. One of them that they acquire is one of my favorite games that they just released. Like, what was it, last year? Hellblade, Ninja Theory.
Yeah, Ninja Theory. How crazy was that? They announced
when they announced that, my first thought was like, no. And like, then I thought about it, and I'm like, they're gonna get more money to do what they actually want now,
right?
And hopefully they do whatever they want, something similar to that. Hopefully, like something bigger than that. Because that game was
the whole thing with Hellblade is it was like a AA game.
Yeah.
That was priced at $30 because it was a AA. Yeah. So I'm excited. That's great news for Ninja Theory. They also bought a couple studios that had been making games for them anyways.
Yeah, they bought
Playground. They bought what's the studio that made State of Decay? They bought them too.
Oh, Undead Labs.
They bought Undead Labs.
They got the studio that's making the clowning fucking game. For Xbox, it's an beta still. I forgot the name of it.
And Jeff just sent us a picture of him with Sean Layden. So check that out on our...
My man. Making the moves. I like it. Good stuff, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm really happy for Jeff. He looks like he's having a lot of fun down there. And this was kind of a thing made for him, especially this show. There's a lot of stuff right up his alley. So I'm happy for him. And I can't wait to have him on the show again, but he's gonna be busy this week. He's gonna be actually on the show floor and everything. So if you're interested in any of the stuff he's gonna be seeing, he's gonna be live blogging pretty much. He already has, I think, 2 episodes on our YouTube of just like live blogging, and he's gonna be giving impressions on stuff he plays. I know he has a bunch of appointments with a bunch of huge games. I'm pretty sure he's playing Anthem, a bunch of other really good stuff.
He's gonna be posting stuff out at YouTube with some demos. I think he's gonna play Black Ops 4.
I think he said he's getting footage for something, but I don't remember what. So keep you updated on that.
Where should people go to find the YouTube link?
So we don't have a custom URL, so you can go to youtube.com, type in the search bar, PS Best Friends, and that should pop up. We have a E3 2018 playlist, which you can just go to. This episode will be on there, as well as our impressions that we gave earlier for the other conferences.
We're not done, bro. We're not done. I got a couple more things to mention.
All right. Ubisoft had a great show earlier today, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to go into that real quick.
We don't need to talk about Square Enix.
Oh, no, they mentioned what? They sold me on Tomb Raider. I got to give them that. I think they mentioned a new game.
There's 2 new games. The Quiet Man, which is the one you were saying might just be be interesting if you're saying that maybe that's a character class for the Avengers game, which would be pretty cool, but we're not sure. And then they announced the other game, which was I can't remember the name of it
exactly.
What was it? Babylon something. Babylon something. It looked cool. It's Platinum Games, so you always got to be kind of interested in a Platinum game.
30 minutes in and out. So I mean, not bad.
I'm very interested in that Don't Nod game. The Adventures of Captain Spirit or something like that. I think it looks cool. Jeff thinks it looks.
It's just 1 episode, so it's just tying in a couple things. It's gonna be free. It's coming out in June, and by the end of June.
By end of this month, yeah. So I'm excited, and hopefully this means that Life is Strange 2 is still coming with new characters within the same universe.
couple things. One thing that happened today that I was really pissed off when I saw this, but I mean whatever. Black Ops 4, they came out with the news that the maps are not free.
Well, the
Even
additional maps.
yeah, so the DLC is coming out, and they changed the name of season pass to Black Ops Pass, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
it's just the Black Ops Pass, yeah.
And you're getting it's pretty much the DLC. They just changed the name. But I did remember them when they announced the game that didn't they say that the maps were gonna be free?
I thought
Or
so.
did I dream?
I thought
Because
so.
I think we all thought about it because I was checking Twitter. And I'm like, oh, what? I thought the maps were gonna be free and all this stuff. And I'm like, I guess they mentioned we are gonna have free maps. Just
yeah, they definitely need to get in front of that, and I thought they would have tonight.
I thought they were gonna say something.
PlayStation, but I don't know. Maybe I hope they clarify soon because I'm not sure what that means because they said it was gonna be free, and then
especially with everyone doing just
that.
free maps now.
Yeah,
like, I don't get it.
Hopefully they clarify that soon.
But whatever. Ubisoft, dude. Real quick, the Division.
Oh, this Division 2 looks so good, dude.
I'm in, dude. I am in. I'm getting it day one. PS4. DLC. Did they mention anything for DLC?
A whole year of
like actual paid DLC.
They didn't announce any paid DLC. They said that the year one post game content is free. The specializations, which are post game content, that's free. That's built into the game. That's not even like extra like DLC. I'm sold, dude. It looks really good. I said this in the past when they announced it. Just take Division 1 and just put it in a new city.
It's set in DC, which is great.
Which looks like a great setting. It looks like there's going to be a bunch of different types of areas.
They said it's 1-to-1 scale, so you're gonna have the whole.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's what they're saying, but I'm sure
right.
You're gonna call a couple corners. It looks great. I'm in. I wonder if they're gonna wait to drop like when they drop Underground and Survival, and I forgot the last one. Are they gonna release that like in chunks? Or not release it day one,
game,
and then release it like 2 months after they release Survival, and then a couple months later they drop something closer to Underground and stuff like that. I wonder if that's what they're gonna do, like to keep people coming back.
Yeah, I'm excited, and then we just got to wrap up just because it's getting late for me to still edit this. But the other one I want to talk about is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It looks so like the color palette of it looks beautiful. The graphics, of course, look great. You know, I mean, it was shown on an Xbox One X. I'm assuming because it was an Xbox. It was Xbox buttons, but like you said, it could have been a PC playing the Xbox build. But the setting looks fantastic. I mentioned this in our earlier kind of reactions to the Ubisoft conference where I have Greek heritage in me and I'm probably never going to get to go to Greece. So even though this is ancient Greece, not modern Greece, I'm still going to get to see Athens and probably, like Cyprus and places like that. And it's going to be so cool to see the Mediterranean. You know what I mean? I'm so excited for this. And I joked, I'm glad that I skipped Origins so I don't have fatigue for this year's Assassin's Creed.
It seems like a bigger game than Origins. Like they're building from what worked in Origins and they're making it even bigger.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it seems like. So I'm excited. They Ubisoft showed a bunch of other stuff, but there's a lot of games I feel like Jeff would like to talk about from Ubisoft. So maybe we'll talk more about the Ubi stuff on the next episode. Outside, Division and Odyssey, of course.
All right.
Do you have anything else you wanted to add in before we close it out?
Not really. It was great. Pretty much the last couple of days, man. It's been great. I mean, what can we all around? I mean, it's just been so good, man. The announcements, everything, just the actual conferences being ranging from I'd start fucking screaming again. From ranging from pretty much bad, in my opinion, like in E3, EA's was kind of bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
pretty much just great, dude. Microsoft and Ubisoft's and Sony's just great.
Yeah, and Bethesda's was very good too. Depending on what you were looking to get out of it.
Great year, and we still have tomorrow.
We still have
by
Nintendo,
this
which we will talk
time,
about next week if anything applies. So we'll give our quick Patreon shout outs before we get off. Shout out to Jake Malore, Nathaniel Hicks, and Jack Tersey. Thank you guys for backing us. Remember, if you want to back us on Patreon, it's going to help us keep the show running. Back us for $2 or more at patreon.com/psbestfriends and get a shout out on the show. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, now it's called. That's going to give us a huge boost on the charts, which is going to give us, more visibility, which will get more people listening, which will get more people into the Facebook, which is facebook.com/groups/psbestfriends. Come hang out with us there. Again, check us out on YouTube. It's just youtube.com. Search in the search bar, PS Best Friends. You can find Jeffrey at Mr. Brawl 96 on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and PSN Brawl 96. Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at Jesus, I fucked this one up so much. PSN Dark Angel 1010, and then Twitter at Angel Alvarez 10.
I believe so. And you can find me on Twitter at Anthony Palm and PSN Xbox One, Steam the only X188. Thanks again for listening in. This has been PS Best Friends episode 56, a very special E3 edition, and we will catch you all next week.
Peace.